Hi everybody, this is Katrina Rasbold, the Bringer Bruja, with a quick edition of Ask the Bruja. Had a question come through about the candles that I sell in my online shop at twosistersbotanica.com and that I use in order to set the lights for people when I'm doing spell work on their behalf. And that question is, what does it mean when the label comes off of the candle? And this is something we deal with on an ongoing basis, depending on the type of spell work that's being done. Now, when we're setting the lights for somebody, we're normally using two types of candles, one or the other. And this is the first kind. We're talking about, in each of these incidences, glass candles, the glass encased prayer candles that are meant to be burned anywhere from 3 to 9 days, depending on how you're burning them. Now, this right here, this is the silkscreen candle. And in this case, the image is directly onto the glass. And this you can see, like right here, let me look. See how that's already starting to come off? Sometimes the heat will cause the silk screening to come off. Sometimes just friction of it being rubbed against other items will cause it to come off. If you accidentally get it wet or you get your oils on it that you're using in the candle, that'll cause it to come off. So that's a very practical reason why the silk screening can come off. Now, these are easily available in Botanicas. I love these candles. They're great. But for my own purposes, when I'm setting the lights for people, I'm usually using this kind of candle. This is also a glass prayer candle that I have affixed my own label onto. I like to use my own labels because I like to control the visualizations going into the spell work, whether there's a client doing it or I'm doing it, that tells me how that energy is being used and what the focus actually is. Now, the label itself is important in that it adds to your energy by increasing your visualization situation. But it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is the energy you're putting inside into the wax through your oils, your herbs, and your own personal energy and divine energy that you're putting in there. So this is the other type, and this is primarily the one we're going to be addressing. Why does the label come off? Well, I've noticed a trend in my work that I do for clients and for myself that really answers that question, and that is that when we're doing work that involves getting rid of something or severing ties or in some way removing you from a situation, that's when the label tends to come off. Now, I want to show you these candles that I just did for a lady. I'm going to hide this part right here because it's got the person's name on it that she was trying to eliminate from her life. And these are both hot foot candles. Now, the hot foot candle is one of the ones like with the cut and clear or the GTFO candle. If you don't know what GTFO means, go to the Urban Dictionary, look it up. It'll tell you just fine. But all of these candles are meant to remove someone from your life who is a negative influence or remove them from a situation. And if you'll notice, these are the candles on which the label is removing or has come off to a large degree. I found that that's often the case with the candles that the label will come off when you need to examine what needs to leave or who needs to leave that situation, getting rid of something, or if you're actively trying to get rid of something. Now, this candle right here, you can see, has no label on it. This is the label right here. It's a cut and clear that I did for a friend it basically was meant to banish and sever her attachment to a certain situation that was not healthy for her. And this label just came right off. It just peeled away from the candle, fell off onto the altar. So we know that the cut and clear on that was successful. And she confirmed that she was feeling better about that situation and feeling less attached to it after we did that work. Now, I want to show you some of the candles where it didn't come off. In this case, we've just got a little bit of peeling. This is an open the door candle, meaning to create opportunities in a situation or to create an exit that leads you on to better things. And in this case, you can see it didn't come off because we're not looking at a complete removal of a situation or a person. Now, this is a quick magic candle that I did in conjunction with the hot foot candles for the other lady. And you can see that even this is starting to come off because the quick magic was lending energy to the hot foot, which involved a separation. Same thing for this hand of glory. It's starting to come off. It was burned at the same time as the hot foot candles. So what I'm saying is, if the magic you're putting into the candles involves a separation or removing someone or banishing someone, it's very possible your label is going to come off, maybe even completely. If you're doing a completely different type of work and the label starts to come off, What you need to do is consider what it is in that situation that needs to be removed. Do you need to possibly take your hands off the situation, back up, and remove yourself? Is there a person in your life that's got to go because they're a toxic influence and you need to get rid of them? What needs to leave that circumstance in order for you to have a successful spell work? So when your labels come off, which doesn't happen all the time, I just happen to bring examples up here where they did because that's what we were addressing. When your label comes off, you need to think about what needs to go away. If your label comes off on a banishing spell, you know you did a really good job. You can expect good results. Hope that helps. And I also want to mention that in August, I'm going to be launching some online classes. If anybody would like to be a personal student and would like to have concerted classes in Brujeria through me, that's going to be something that's able to happen by video. There'll be a charge for it, but I promise you I'm not one of these people out to fleece you for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It don't work that way. But I'll let you know more about that as the time comes. In the meantime, I hope y'all are doing all right and enjoy the work that you're doing. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.